What's up guys, Juice Messi here, welcome to a brand new video. Welcome to my very first video of 2016, so I wish you a happy new year, and again, thank you so much for the support from 2015 guys. So to start today, we've actually got the ones to watch in 2016. So just before we get into the video guys, if you enjoyed it, smash that like button. 2,000 likes would be absolutely awesome. In the comments below, let us have Misty players. Obviously the likes of Messi and Ronaldo aren't actually included because they're going to have a great year anyway, and if you're to my channel, click that subscribe button for more. With Euro 2016 coming up, there's going to be a lot of European players featured, as everyone wants to impress and get into a national side for that tournament. And also, if you actually want to see a full list of 100 players to watch out for, including all leagues across the world, check out the link in the description below to Bleacher Report. So the very first player today is going to be a what they call a wonder kid. That is going to be Donnarumma. I think that's how you pronounce his name, from AC Milan. This guy's just 16 years old, and he's actually AC Milan's new #1 goalkeeper. And you put that age with a #1 goalkeeper slot at a club like AC Milan, it's absolutely mental. He's actually replaced Diego Lopez, and this guy's obviously a future star. I'm not saying he'll be going to the Euro 2016 tournament at all, but this guy, if throughout 2016, if he remains his place as the #1 goalkeeper at Milan, he can have a lot of interest about him, and also can actually build his own legacy from the age of 16. And now then we've got John Stones. The guy is constantly linked to Chelsea back in the summer for £40 million. And with the January transfer window now opening again, I expect many more rumours to be actually linking this guy elsewhere. But he's remained at Goodison Park, and he's doing such a good job there. He has struggled a little bit with Jagielka not actually beside him, but he will be at Euro 2016 in my opinion, as probably maybe a third choice centre back for England, possibly the actual second one with Gary Cahill. But I think Cahill and Smalling is our pairing, and John Stones definitely has a shout in there. And also, I think he's going to have a massive future either way. Whether he moves or not, this guy will be an absolute star in the future. So next up, number 3, we have got Laporte of Bilbao. And I expect him to move from Bilbao this year. And with Euro 2016 coming up, I don't think he's actually in the French national team as a starting centre-back, but potentially could push up, because this guy is one of the best defensive talents in world football right now. And at Real Madrid, they could come knocking. And just imagine, like 3 or 4 years' time, them having Laporte and also Varane at the back at the Bernabeu. It would be absolutely crazy scenes if they did manage to get that. So now we go on to the 4th one, and that's going to be Matthias Kranvita. I can't say his name properly, but he's an Argentinian player. It says he plays for River Plate there, but he now actually is owned by Atletico Madrid. He signed throughout 2015 and has now actually moved to Atletico Madrid after a final stint at River Plate during the Club World Cup. And basically, he's joined Atletico Madrid and could slot straight into their squad after Thiago's broken leg. He's got high expectations, and I haven't seen much of him, but it'd be interesting to see how well he does. And I've got a player that I kind of want to do well, simply the fact for England's sake, and this guy is going to be Jack Wilshere. The man is constantly injured, and honestly, when this guy plays for England, he's top quality. He's one of the best players that actually puts on that England shirt, and like I said, the injuries do set him back a long time, but I can't he's out injured again. It's kind of ironic, but I think he's actually back in either February or March, although Arsene Wenger doesn't actually have a clue himself. So it's in a very important year for this guy. He's got bags of potential, and when he plays, he does play very well, but again, the injuries are setting him back a lot. And I want him at Euro 2016 because again, he could be huge for England in the future. Now we go on to the next one, which is going to be Bazoa. If I butcher some of these names, I do apologise, but he's a Netherlands player playing for Ajax, and he's just 19 years old. The article actually says he's a big player in the Eredivisie currently, and being just 19, he's a great talent. And obviously, Netherlands aren't going to be at Euro 2016, which for him personally could be quite a hindrance, but obviously he's got bags of time left. I mean, this guy, 19 years old and playing constant football at a club like Ajax, is good signs to come, and potentially could be on the move if a big offer comes in. And now we have got Leroy Sané, a German this time playing for Schalke. He has had an absolutely fantastic 2015 at club level and also personally, and lots of clubs are currently linked. The likes of Liverpool also linked, and I really want us to get this guy, but he has said already he won't be moving until the summer, or listen to offers until the summer. He's a tricky winger, and very much could feature for Germany at Euro 2016. And now we've got another German by the name of Julian Draxler, currently playing for Wolfsburg. He's actually the guy that replaced Kevin De Bruyne at, obviously, like I said, Wolfsburg after he moved to Manchester City. He's back to his creative best. This guy had a kind of dip in form like at the start of 2015, but has definitely got that back at Wolfsburg, and he wants to get back in that Euro Germany team for the summer. And now we've got a player that's absolutely awesome to watch. I was going to Sebastian Giovinco, and if you watch the MLS on either Sky Sports or stuff like that, you'll know this guy is so sick to watch. Obviously, a year ago, he actually agreed to join Toronto, and he actually joined them early as well from Juventus. A year ago, he's like an absolute nobody, and his career is going to waste away. But during that whole 12 months, this guy has actually earned the MLS MVP, and he's been in stunning form. That form has also put him back in the national picture for Italy, and I think he actually returned to their team a few months ago. So this guy, it shows that MLS isn't actually a bad stepping stone to get your career back on track, and potentially, if he keeps up, a European club may come back in for him. Kingsley Coman was up next, the young Frenchman for Bayern Munich. His upgrade card on January, by the way, will probably be a left midfielder that's like gold rated. But either way, he's a silver default striker. He's actually gained a first team spot at Bayern Munich. But one thing, Pep Guardiola loves this guy, but Ancelotti, we have no idea whether actually pay that 21 million euros to make the move a permanent. So it's getting game time, but again, whether the new manager wants to sign him for a big fee are currently on loan. So we'll have to see how that one plans out. I think he will pay the 21 mil, because in hindsight, this guy is like the Ribery replacement, and the 21 million isn't that much to be paying for someone that will do that. Another Bundesliga player this time is going to be Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang of Borussia Dortmund. Had an absolute unreal 2015 and also 2014-15 season, and he has carried that on this season in even better fashion. He's actually looking to become even better in 2016, and I don't think he'll be going absolutely anywhere. Dortmund is loving football and scoring tons of goals. And I've actually got a transfer went through about an hour ago. That is going to be Juan Manuel Aterbe, and this guy has now just signed up for Bournemouth on loan from Roma. He actually flopped at Roma. I think they signed him for a massive fee as well, but he signed for Bournemouth, and that just shows how big the pulling power now is for the BPL in terms of the TV licensing and how much money they can actually offer. He's looking to resurrect his career, as again, it's just a loan deal for now, but apparently has like an 18 million permanent mid deal this summer if they decide to actually take them up on that. So again, it's big money splash now from Bournemouth potentially this summer. And now we go on to Alves Powell. This guy is a MLS player like Giovinco, currently plays for Portland Timbers, and this guy apparently is just a great right back. I've actually seen a fair bit of him during the start of the MLS season, and apparently just progressed from there. He's just 21 years old, and the Jamaican has potential interest from European clubs, and he's actually an MLS Cup winner as well. So this guy potentially could be in the BPL or something like that over the next couple of years, or even potentially in 2016. And now we've got Emre Can, a Liverpool player. I absolutely love this guy, absolute workhorse in the middle, and now has Jurgen Klopp finally playing him in that midfield role that he kind of relishes. So he's playing his position. Klopp is the right man to get the most out of him, and this guy has got bags of potential. Whether he lives up to that, 2016 could be a big indication for that, as under Klopp so far he's been very good for us. I really like him, and I really hope Bayern don't come back in from it anytime soon. From one box to box midfielder, we have another by the name of Corentin Tolisso of Lyon. He's an all-round midfielder, a great season last year, and over the 18 months of the recent 18 months, he's had some very good form from himself. But Lyon as a club are struggling, and he could actually move on from that. And another young centre mid breaking through this year is going to be Dele Alli of Tottenham. This guy's been absolutely phenomenal for Spurs since signing for him. I think he actually signed last January from MK Dons. So he's gone in 1 year or 12 months, he's gone from a League One player for MK Dons to be an England international and already getting himself a goal at Wembley. And for having that debut and goal already under his belt, this guy is just looking to build on the 2015 he actually had. So he could potentially get that Euro 2016 squad. I kind of want him to, because if you base it on form, he definitely has to get in the 23-man squad at least. And now we have the young Portuguese player Guedes of Benfica. This time he's an exciting young talent. Expect big interest from many clubs. I don't really have much to say because I've not seen much of him personally, but I know on Ultimate Team he will get a big upgrade in January. But this guy, again, more interest from potential like Real Madrid and stuff like that during 2016. And now we have got Bernardo Silva, this time of Monaco, a Portuguese player. And this guy apparently is having a very he's having a mixed season because he's getting underutilized at Monaco, but he's still showing so much promise. The manager likes a defensive style of play, and that kind of hinders how much Bernardo Silva actually will impact on the game. And they're saying pretty much a 30 mil bid would be a great 30 mil spent. He also had a great under-21 tournament as well for Portugal throughout this summer, so he's shown what he can do. And at Monaco, he may actually move on potentially to do it somewhere else. Now we go on to Gabriel, or his nickname is Gabigol in Brazil, and this guy's apparently the next Neymar, Robinho, or Pele. And the reason Robinho isn't on that list because he came from Santos, and not the fact that I'm actually comparing to Neymar or Pele, but at one point Robinho was definitely up there. So Gabigol is potentially the next star to come from Brazil, in particular Santos. I don't think he'll leave in 2016, but it looks to kind of improve on where he's at currently. Another MLS player is going to be Ethan Finley. This guy's 25 years old, but last season for Columbus Crew, he actually managed to get 13 goals and 11 assists in the MLS. He hasn't actually played a single game for USA yet, which will probably be one of his actual targets throughout 2016, and he actually managed to finish second in the MLS playoffs behind Portland Timbers. And now we've got Lorenzo Insigne of Napoli. This guy's had an absolutely stunning 2015 to 2016 season so far, and he wants to be part of that Euro 2016 squad for Italy. He has explosive plays, a very quick and rapid and tricky winger, and that could potentially force the actual hand of the manager to select him for Euro 2016 itself. Batshuayi is up next of Marseille. This guy is having the season that everyone actually thought Lacazette would be having. He's got over 10 goals, and he's actually been linked to the BPL every single week. The likes of Arsenal and Tottenham are two names particularly coming up a hell of a lot. So this guy, I say, he's doing his trade very well in France, and potentially could be open for a move to the BPL, as there's been a lot of successful Belgians in the Premier League. The likes of Benteke, Lukaku, Fellaini could be classed in that as well, but there's so many I've kind of forgotten. But the Belgians, and Hazard, I forgot the main one, Eden Hazard, they all thrive in the BPL, it seems. And now then we've got Feghouli of Valencia. This guy actually will be a free agent this summer if he doesn't sign a new contract at Valencia anytime soon. So there's many clubs actually currently looking at him, and it could save any club that gets him a lot of money than they're splashing out for a very experienced and good winger. And the final six players, and first up we've got Julian Weigl, I can't say his name properly, but he's a youngster that plays for Borussia Dortmund. Born in 1995, this guy is capable of reaching the Euro 2016 squad for Germany, and he's been absolutely fantastic for Borussia Dortmund this season. And from a breakout player to a player that is one of the best centre midfielders in terms of youngsters in world football right now, that is Paul Pogba. Everyone knows about him, and with the Euros coming up, up, he could potentially be looking at a move to the likes of Barcelona, Real Madrid. One of the big, I know Juventus are huge, by the way, but Barca and Real seems to be like kind of the pinnacle for anyone's career, and it potentially, like the previous transfers, could break Gareth Bale's record. And with Euro 2016 being in France, it could be absolutely huge for him as well as a tournament. And now we have got MAHREZ. This guy's been absolutely ridiculous for Leicester this season. Just like Jamie Vardy, he's looking to maintain his blustering start to the season and expect a lot of big offers for the Algerian wizard. And throughout the summer, I can honestly see a team like PSG trying to snap this guy up for like 40 million plus, because he's shown how good technically he is, and Leicester may have to give in and kind of accept that big offer if it does come in. Now we go on to the next one, which is going to be Neymar. This guy is absolutely phenomenal, and I think will win the Ballon d'Or in the next 2 years. He's been unreal last season, also this season he's been even better. And look at his back heel assist the other day. The guy can work absolutely anything from nothing, and that's the reason I like him. Obviously currently playing some incredible stuff with the likes of Suarez and Messi, and that Ballon d'Or definitely is in the sight for the Brazilian. The second to last one is going to be Zlatan Ibrahimović. The reason for this one, not the fact that I expect him to have a big transfer move or anything like that, but the thing about him, his contract actually does expire in June, and whether that means he'll go to the MLS for a final big payout, or he comes like I want him to come to the BPL, just give it one try, Zlatan, please. And we'll actually also be able to see him at an international tournament this summer as well in France for Sweden. So this guy is probably his last ever tournament for internationals. And how old is he? He's 1981, so probably about 34. So this guy is definitely getting on a bit, and I think he may end up in the MLS. But either way, had an absolutely phenomenal career. And the final one is going to be Jamie Vardy of Leicester. Like again, Riyad Mahrez, he's had an absolutely phenomenal start to the season, with Leicester currently sitting in second, and they're doing very well for themselves. Leicester obviously want to get Champions League football, so I think they'll definitely keep hold of Mahrez and Vardy for January at least. And with Euro 2016 spot up for grabs with next to Harry Kane, with the likes of Sturridge injuries and also wavering his form, he could well get a starting position for England this summer. So there's just a select few players to watch out for in 2016. Again, in the link below, you'll actually be able to see a top 100 list by Bleacher Report, which you'll have to check out yourselves, guys. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button. The other likes would be absolutely awesome. In the comments below, what players you think will have a massive 2016, and if you're to my channel, class subscribe button for more, guys. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.